bars and bars, marching through the field of scars, Virginia roots and family ties. Underneath those southern skies, raise the flag and bow your head for the stories of the ones now dead. Family, faith, and God above, echoing through the land we love. Fields of green and rivers wide hold the tales of stubborn pride, voices carried on the breeze, whispering through the ancient trees. Raise the flag and bow your head for the stories of the ones now dead. Family, faith, and God above, echoing through the land we love. Gray uniforms and smoky trails, a legacy that never pales. Through the valleys, hills, and streams, holding tight to fading dreams. Raise the flag and bow your head for the stories of the ones now dead. Family, faith, and God above, echoing through the land we
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, my. Such a wonderful song about the South. Oh, am I back? Yes, I am. Okay. Well, that made no sense, but I'm back. Am I back? Okay, here we go. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I should know better than touch my microphone after I get started. This broadcast is going to be sweet, simple, and loving. It's going to be just primarily what, first off, I mean, I know I've asked this question many, many times. And it seems that when I'm by myself, the comment section is kind of, bleh, and maybe it's because of the days or the times I choose to go live. I know that when I have a broadcast with a guest, I'm pretty close to 200 views, sometimes higher, depending on what the topic was. So that's why I'm coming to you now to find out what topics you folks would like to talk about or be a part of or at least watch. Okay. So right now, as far as podcasts, at least within my neighborhood, things that I'm exposed to on Facebook, you have one gentleman by the name of Ray Fagans, who primarily talks politics, and he chooses videos to watch and commentary on. And he's been doing that for quite a few years, and he does very well. You have another individual who is primarily 3, sometimes more days a week, primarily at AM time frame, and his conversation could be anything. You have another individual who's 6 nights a week, and again, the commentary could be anything. But now he has 2 or 3 folks on a panel, and that really helps to have a panel. And that's what I'm trying to get together for myself, not just to do it by myself, but also to have other people with me of a like mind to do the broadcast. I think you have to have someone else to bounce conversation off of. So I'm actually in the talks with Matthew Holmes, the author of the books that I've done broadcasts with. He has a lot of really neat projects he's been working on. Right now, I'm in the process of reading this. This is the final book that he has actually in publication. It's called The War That Never Ended, Secede Your Mind from the Modern World. It's over 500 pages, and I'm just barely breaking the binder to get, and I've been reading it on a regular basis. It's a good read. It's educational. It's fun. I hope to have this done before the end of the year, but you never know. But he also has other projects he's working on, and all for the South. Okay, because he's a gentleman who lives in the South. His ancestors fought for the South. He belongs to several Southern groups. He brought something to my attention. And I know he's been working on creating maps showing the Confederacy and where the loyalties lie. But he also shared something with me, which I thought first was, it's not real, until I did my research, find out that he's actually telling me the truth. There is I believe he's a senator, a West Virginia state senator from Monongalia County. He's a Democrat, I believe. He's trying to get other counties from different states that border his area to leave their states. I'll tell you which ones are in a minute, and to join him to make his territory bigger. And they are the counties are in Virginia and Maryland, and he wants them to join them in West Virginia. Now, here's the counties that he wants. There's 27, there's a total of 30 counties total that he's asking their people to join him. You talk about redrawing the map, folks. Okay. I believe these counties he's talking about were at some point primarily Confederate counties. So I need to talk to my people to find out what we're doing to stop this. but 30 counties that he's trying to get to join him to redraw the map, primarily for the purpose of making more Democrat senators and so forth. So he's trying to get the attention together. And the senator from West Virginia, his name is Senator Chris Rose, introduces resolution inviting Virginia and Maryland counties to join the Mountain State for the purpose of making a larger Democratic territory. So he's in the process of working on maps, working on images to have a conversation. He's working on other things too. He's brushing off some books that he has started but never finished. So Matthew Holmes is one of the gentlemen who I'm trying to see if we get together and create some kind of regular broadcast to discuss these things concerning the South, which is near and dear to my heart. And there's another gentleman, his name is Ben Walker, who I just finished the broadcast on his book, The Legend of Willis Hollows. He's looking to do a sequel to that book. I hope he does. I think he'll do very well with it, and I'm anxious to read it. To be honest with you, but so that's one conversation that if you folks think that it would be good to have broadcasts concerning things to the South like that, Southern politics, that would be cool. Let me know what you think about that. There are a couple other things I would like you to give consideration to, and that is for me to go back through all my clients who I've been able to tie into Confederate soldiers and specifically certain battles. I've done that in the past when I would come across a client whose ancestor fought a battle. I would find some videos and I would share them on Facebook and so forth and have a conversation about that. One of them, and I'd love to go back and revisit, is the client whose ancestor fought at the Battle of the Crater. Which garnered me a very large viewing because of the topic and the way it was produced. The people really, really enjoyed it. For those of you who aren't quite sure what the Battle of Crater is, the Battle of Crater was obviously during the Civil War between North and South, the War of Independence, whatever you want to call it. And there was this area where it was a standoff between Union soldiers and Confederate soldiers. And the Union soldiers had a division from Pennsylvania who were coal miners. And one of the soldiers came up to the general in charge and said, hey, why don't we dig a tunnel underneath where the Confederates are camping out, place a large amount of explosives and blow them up? Well, the general didn't think it was going to work. So he said, sure, go ahead. Do what you primarily to keep the men busy. Okay. I want to show you what took place. Okay. Because it was a success from both sides of the combatants, if you will. Okay. So let me show you this.
Same as us. Seen too much war.
Hey, up. Don't worry, son. Them Yankee boys keep store hours. They ain't open yet.
Close it up.
Where'd you come from? Hey, that's fresh breakfast. He's mine, butcher. Hey, come on. Get your balls off my rabbit! Get your balls off my rabbit!
Okay, so you get the gist. It was a great success as far as the explosion is concerned. But what took place afterwards is stupidity on the Union officers. So what happened after the fact was the Confederate soldiers are in this crater now. A lot of them are dead, injured, some still alive, and some of them were on the outer part of the explosion, and they survived. So the general saw the success of it, but he also knew what would happen, that his men would run right into the crater to get to the other side instead of going around the crater. So he sent orders to his men saying, don't do that. Go around the crater to get to the soldiers. The officers on the field did not get the orders in time, and they went down inside the crater, stumbling over the dead bodies and the survivors. The Confederate soldiers up top started plastering them, killed most of them. So the officer in the field sent in a black division of soldiers. They didn't learn. They did the exact same thing. They ran down inside the crater. Now they're on top of the Union soldiers, they're on top of the Confederate soldiers, being plastered from the top. Finally, the orders got to where they needed to be, and the Union soldiers finally came around the crater and became a semi-Union success. So if you folks want to see videos like that, where I take my clients' ancestors, find decent battle stories to tell, I can do that. Or I have this as an idea. Now, as you know, I've had my own personal life-death experience with my mother, my father, my brother, and I have these books that I purchased, Ghosts of Gettysburg, the Battlefield of Gettysburg. So I was thinking about doing broadcasts about ghosts and spirits, and bringing in videos of various levels of that topic, such as this here. Let me show you. As soon as my Scootaloo gets, there it is.
And where are they at? Civilian?
Now, this is an actual video of the lady's mother dying, and this is what takes place towards the end of our life. My father did the exact same thing that she's doing right now. When he was in the dying phase, he started reaching out to the corner of the ceiling and started talking to his family, who had obviously been dead.
I don't see anything, Mom. I don't see anything. You see him? I don't see anything. Are they making you happy? Yes. Yeah? Well, that's good. How many? Four? Four? You see?
Okay, so that's one topic. We can talk about ghosts and spirits, and I have many various videos and other sources to pull from to discuss that. We could also talk about one of my very favorite ones is UFOs and flying saucers and so forth. And I'll be taking videos, more videos from congressional hearings because I think they show a reality and truth behind the topic. So it's not like a TikTok video or something like that. These are, professionals. These are experts talking to Congress under oath about what they saw and what they have evidence of. So, in case you weren't aware, a couple of weeks back, or maybe it's longer. It could be longer. These two drones were following a UFO, a flying saucer, an alien craft, the UFO or UT, whatever they want to call it. One was filming it. The other one had Hellfire missiles and shot a Hellfire missile at this flying saucer. You're about to see what happened, which is absolutely nothing. Watch. And this video was shown to Congress.
Something happens after impact. It was being described as the impact caused debris to fall off of the unknown flying object off the coast of Yemen. But as we went in and took a closer look, it's way more than just debris. In fact, it wasn't debris at all. So once again, this is the original video in original format. This is something else here going on. I'm not quite sure what that was. That was, again, above water off the coast of Yemen. So here we go. Modified view of the same video, same object. As you can see, it's a different color because I'm using a much different technique. I'm trying to pull forward features and see anything that we didn't see in the original video. So here we go again. You're going to see the missile come in from the left at around the 10 o'clock position, make impact right there with the UFO, and you appear to see what looks like debris falling off the thing, like it broke into several pieces. Well, as you're going to see very clearly, there's no doubt that those were not just random pieces of debris. Those were flying objects that were knocked out of the center of that UFO off the coast of Yemen that became right there aerodynamic and started following the UFO as it continued on. It survived the direct hit right there from a Hellfire missile. How does something like that happen? Something happens after impact. It was being described as the impact caused debris to fall off of the unknown flying object off the coast of Yemen. But as we went in and took a closer look, it's way more than just debris. In fact,
okay, so that video was actually shown to Congress, and the Congress people asked the experts, what do you feel the people should do? And his answer was, be afraid. Be very afraid. There was one also, another one that I wanted to show you. Okay, here, I think this is it here. Get past commercial, obviously. No, that's not what I want. Here, this is what I want. So I really like this guy. I follow this guy. This guy is worth his salt. Okay, and he does a lot of things. He does paranormal. He does spirits. He does ghosts. And right now he's currently following 3XI or 3IX. I think 3IX. The asteroid / spacecraft. Now, I know I have a friend who has an opinion of it, but when you see this, listen to what these guys say. Listen to the person who's shown the video. And again, this is a topic that Congress people are talking about as well. Okay.
Space. Now, these are potentially either like asteroids, meteors, space debris, space junk, things like that. And this dude just turned up. He's basically saying there is a huge fleet of ships. Now listen to this.
So this is a ship, okay? When this thing throws out a radio signal, it's looking to get an echo from that radio signal, okay? In order for an echo to return, there has to be structure there, okay? There has to be structure there to get an image so that it can give you this image to begin with. This is a ship, okay? There's no way that meteors should be doing this. These images wouldn't be here if there was no structure to echo back. That's why these are ships. They are coming to help. There has to be something here to echo this. This is like structure. This is showing echo and structure of something. This is insane.
Look how perfect the distances between these lines.
Mother Nature cannot do this. This thing is big.
What
This
the?
thing is big.
What the?
Big. Oh my god.
It's very peculiar. Is it just a meteor, a shower, or is it actually aliens? What do you think? What you're seeing here now, this is obviously space. Now, these are potentially either like asteroids, meteors, space debris, space junk, things like that. And this dude just turned up. He's basically saying there is a huge fleet of ships. Now, listen to this.
So this is a ship, okay?
So
when this thing throws out a
So that is also be a topic that I would love to talk about as well. But it'd be nice to have an audience to do all this with. So, folks, I'm going to call it a day here. I need to get back to work for my clients. Tell me what you think. I would love to be on here, but if you don't want to see me, hey, I can take a hint. If you want to see any of these topics or you want to see something else, let me know. And I'll be here for you. Otherwise, have a great day. Maybe one of these times I'm going to come up with some, cutesy kind of way to end my broadcast. Some cute words of wisdom. Yeah, I won't say that. It's something my dad always said when we were kids, and yeah, I won't say it. Anyways, you folks have a nice day. Tell me what you think about in the comment section. Please share, like, let me know what topics you want me to talk about, or just stay off the air, Randy. We don't want to see your ugly face. Whatever. I don't know. This is a cute face. Anyways, I gotta get going before I get crazier. You take care, my friends. Have a great rest of your day.